Hi, Lemuel. My dearest brother. I'm at your home, but your door is locked. Seems you're not in. Hey, big bro. Good afternoon. It's just past 3. Why are you at my house at this time? Aren't you supposed to be at work? Am I welcome here or not, Lemuel? Well, you are. I won't be home for a couple of hours, but my key's in the flower vase. It's a smart vase, so simply turn it to the side facing the wall, press the little brown button, and input the code 76869#. A hidden compartment should open, and the key should be right there. Oh, okay. Found it. Make yourself at home. I'll be back soon, okay? Yeah, thanks for letting me in. What are brothers for? Right? So, you're not gonna tell me what happened? I will, but you need to come home first. Fine then. Let's hear that later. Alright, bye. I just got your message, boss. Thanks a lot for the bonus. You're welcome, Jason. Please do good with it. But you just paid me my salary barely days ago, and now 500K? That's huge. Nothing can ever be too much for the best employee of the month. Several months over. You do so much work around here, Jason, and you reel in the big fish constantly. Almost all our top leads and clients were brought in by you. You have no idea how much you've helped me make. Well, I don't know about that, boss, but I need you to understand that I love my job, and I would have done all the things I do either way, whether I was being paid or not. And that's a win-win for you now, isn't it? You get to do what you love and also get paid massively for doing it. Honestly, sir, that is why I never play with my job. Good for you, Mr. Jason. And keep up the good work, because I do not see you losing the job anytime soon. As a matter of fact, I even have a surprise for you. A surprise? More than the huge bonus? Yes. Before the office shuts down for the holidays, please meet me for your promotion letter. Promotion letter? Congratulations, Mr. Jason. You are now the regional manager of NextCorp Global. That's second in command to you. You know it. Wow! This is definitely amazing news. Your wife would be very happy. It's what she always wanted. Yes, she will. I can't wait to tell her. Wait, how do you know it's what she's always wanted? You know, it's what every wife would want for her husband. You know, to rise to the peak of his career. Right. Yes. Well, thank you for making it a reality in my case, Mr. Benson. I am truly grateful. Oh, it's nothing. Just take care of yourself and your family, okay? Meanwhile, I wanted to come over to your home on Christmas Eve. I'd like to have dinner with you and your family. Oh, really? Yeah, my wife and children would be meeting up in the Maldives for a vacation, and I had a lot of work to attend to, so I wouldn't be going with them. Oh. Any problem? No, it's just that my children plan to get together kind of thing for my wife and me, and we plan to spend the last few weeks of the year with them. We didn't know you'd want to come over. Oh, okay, it's no problem then. I'll find something else to do with my holiday then. No, Mr. Benson, I'm sure my wife and I can figure something out just for you. Maybe my wife would go ahead and I'd come later after we've had dinner. That's very thoughtful of you, Mr. Jason. But who is going to make the food then? I was thinking we could get some takeout or something. On Christmas? Oh no, I was craving more of home-cooked meals this season. My wife is just lazy and overly spoiled. I cannot remember the last time I ate a fresh cooked meal from her. With all the money I've got, I still haven't been able to buy happiness, much less some peace of mind. I'm sorry about that, boss. As a matter of fact, I think my wife should stay back. She'll conjure up the best meals just for you. That will be great. I promise to book her the first flight to meet with you the next morning. Thank you for making my holidays bright this year, as always. It's really nothing. I'm honored to host you in my house again. Oh, how I've missed Julia's cooking. The last time I ate her meal, it was heavenly. Divine. Yeah, I'm truly blessed with the best wife in the world. It's like she's my good luck charm. You better believe it. It's been almost 3.5 decades and it's gotten better each year. I wish I could say the same for myself. There's nothing that cannot be fixed. It would take a little bit of work, a little bit of understanding, and a little bit of trust, but in the end, it will be fine. I feel like we're way past that stage right now, Jason. I'm even considering a divorce. And it hurts because we've been together for ages and still no excitement, no passion or connection between us anymore. Wow. It's fine. Don't let me bore you with my tales of woe. I'll always be more than happy to help you in any way I can, boss. I know you will. In the meantime, however, I need to get back to work now. We'll keep in touch. Yes, boss. Be good, yeah? Yeah, you too. The plan worked, Julia.
What?
I'll be with you on Christmas Eve.
Alone?
Yes, darling.
What about my husband?
He'll be gone on the trip with your children. You'll meet him the next day.
Oh.
You've been a little out of tune for a couple of days now. Is anything the matter, my love?
I'm not comfortable with this arrangement anymore, Benson.
Why are you saying that?
Because.
And Benson? When did you start calling my name so plainly, with no emotion? This isn't you, Julia.
I just became a grandma, Benson. I cannot keep doing the same evil for 3 decades.
Evil? Hey, Missy, don't you dare make it look like I've been forcing you to do things or something.
I'm not saying you're forcing me.
You seem to have forgotten in a hurry what it was like for you and your husband before y'all met me. You were wretched, poor, and suffering in the trenches of the state. You came to me in my office that sunny morning, desperate, and promising to do anything at all in exchange for a good job for your husband. Or have I not recalled correctly?
You helped us, Mr. Benson, and for that I am truly grateful. But just as there is a first time to everything, there's also a last time. And the last time we got together was the last time between us. I told you, and you agreed to it.
You think? LOL, how do you think, in your right senses, that I would just let you go that easily after all the investments I have made in you and your family? See, Julia, I just paid your husband the fat annual bonus of $500,000 you requested. That is something I've never done before, not even for the best of my staff. And that's beside his salary for the month, which is also a whopping amount you chose by yourself. Am I not doing enough to keep you happy at all times? I deserve the honeypot.
But we are no longer children, Benson. We're not even just adults. I'm a grandmother now. And your first grandchild is on the way as well. What if our children find out about these unholy involvements of ours? How do we redeem our image before them? How?
That is something you should have thought about before starting this in the first place. Or what did you think? That you'd die before you get caught? Every sin has a repercussion, darling. Our case won't be any different.
That's why I want us to end this now, Benson, please. It won't be this funny to you in the future, should any of our partners or children find out.
To hell with what Anita says or thinks. That one is a useless wife. When was the last time I even had her? You're the wife I know, Julia. And it has only gotten sweeter with you by the year. We cannot stop now. Please understand me.
Benson, I have an awful feeling about this.
What can I do to make you feel better, baby? Just tell me anything.
I actually want something, Benson. I want a brand new Mercedes for my daughter, Anaya.
A new Mercedes?
Take it or leave it, sir.
Fine. Any specific color?
I want it in gold. And I also want all the documents registered in her name.
Okay. Consider it done.
Hey, darling. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a lovely day at work. I wanted to ask...
Yes, I also wanted to ask you something.
Why do you sound so harsh, darling? Did someone upset you?
Why is Anaya thanking me for a car, Julia? I didn't get her a car. What did you do?
I got it for her, Jason. She needed it.
And you didn't even care to let me know first?
I'm sorry. I knew you wouldn't agree to the plan, so I jumped at an opportunity without consulting you first. Please forgive me.
An opportunity? Wait, who paid for the car?
You don't want to know.
I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
Who paid for the car? Answer me now, woman.
Well, some days ago, Mr. Benson called. He wanted to inform me that he would be coming over for Christmas.
So?
He asked if I wanted anything, and I said a car for my daughter. What's so wrong about that?
Everything, Julia, everything. Now Mr. Benson will think we're nothing but a bunch of ungrateful gold diggers. How can you ask him for a full car? Even when we agreed that Anaya is not responsible enough just yet to handle such privileges.
I know, darling, but just think about it. How can my only daughter jump on and off buses and trains like a nobody when her father earns massively each month?
That analogy doesn't even make sense.
Do you want her to be a laughingstock among her mates? She's in college, for God's sake.
Hold up. What did you give Mr. Benson in return for the car?
I don't understand. Why would you ask me such a silly question?
If it were some money or a set of jewelry, I would have understood. But a brand new Mercedes. Not even a good Samaritan would give that for free. So tell me, what did you give my boss in exchange for a car for your irresponsible daughter?
What did you give him in exchange for the $500K bonus he gave you?
I haven't even told you about that yet. How did you know?
He told me.
What? Why would you both have such in-depth conversations about our personal lives? I'm beginning to feel like you both are closer than you and I, Julia. Is that how it's supposed to be?
See, Jason, you're overthinking things. The only thing I gave him in exchange is a promise of a sumptuous dinner come Christmas Eve. Mr. Benson is just a good man with a good heart, who's interested in making sure that you and your family are in a good place at all times. You should be grateful you have a willing helper and stop whining like a baby. You had better call to thank him for his benevolence.
Fine, I will. And I'm sorry for raising my voice at you, my queen. I really shouldn't have. You've brought nothing but good luck into my life.
I know, right?
Honestly, please forgive me.
It's fine. I've forgiven you.
What was it you wanted to ask me before?
Well, I just wanted to know what you would have liked to eat for dinner, but no. You decided to ruin my mood.
Oh, don't take it like that, baby.
I've already taken it. Prepare to eat whatever you find when you return tonight.
Okay, fine. Hi, Julia. I'm coming over.
What? It's still bright outside. You cannot be coming to my home by this time.
Why not? I'll be on my 1-hour break in 30 minutes. That's more than enough time to go twice.
I'm not talking about that. I mean my husband. What if he comes home?
Oh, come on. I just made the guy a top executive in my company, and that's a lot of work. There's no way he'll be running home as usual. He has a lot to do.
Let's not do this today, Benson. I have a bad feeling about this.
You have a bad feeling about everything these days. It's normal now. See, nothing will happen, trust me.
Benson.
Okay, 1 year. Just 1 more year and I'll never bother you again. Come on, Julia. I need this.
You've been here more times than usual this week. My body feels sore. I cannot do this anymore.
Now you're just coming up with excuses. Listen up, Missy. You only have 2 options. 1, wear a black lingerie and look pretty for me in the next 20 minutes. Or 2, have your husband fired from his job and all your privileges cut. The ball is in your court.
Okay, fine. Come over, but make it quick.
That's my baby. Julia, are you not at home? I've been banging on this door for ages. The fingerprint feature is not even working anymore. Did you disable it? Come on and open up for me. I'm having a runny tummy.
Oh, my darling, I'm sorry. That door kind of jammed after you left for work today. I've been trying to reach the electrician, but he's not picking up.
So, why are you walking around the house in black lingerie?
Where did you see me from?
The peephole, of course. Please open up, I can't hold it any longer.
The door is jammed.
Okay, just activate it from the inside so that I can put in the master code.
There's a master code? No, that one's broken too. Just give me a second to get the spare key.
I can't wait. I'm gonna poop my pants. Okay, I'll use the hidden elevator to our bedroom. I think that would work faster. Oh, the elevator's stuck too. What's going on, Julia? Are you safe? Why are you not responding to my texts? Oh, the elevator just started working. I just got to the bedroom window. Please open it for me. Wait, why are you trying to hide my boss in our wardrobe? Oops. And why is he in his shorts? Have you been cheating on me with my boss?
I'm so sorry, Jason.
Oh my god! Yeah, so that is how I found out that my own beautiful wife of 35 years has been cheating on me for almost as long as she has been married to me. Oh my god. I can't imagine Julia would do such a thing. Do you see why I haven't gotten married yet? I don't trust women. It would have been less painful for me if this happened 30 years ago. But not now. Not after all the highs and lows. Not after all the grind and the struggle. After everything. I discovered my wife was paying for my success with her body. Something that should be mine exclusively. I am hurt beyond words right now, Lemuel. I just want to kill Julia, Benson, and everybody. I'm really sorry, big bro. I wish I could make it better. Like, go to her and have a talk. Or probably get some of my brothers in the hood to get the man beaten up. No. There will be no need for that. 2 wrongs will never make a right. Agreed. But don't tell me you're planning to let them go scot-free. Of course not. They will each pay for the pain they have caused me. But it'll be a slow, hard death. That'll be fun. So how do you intend to execute your revenge? It will comprise of a few steps and some years in silence. But first, step 1, quit my job. I should have known you were a cheating, lying crook, Mr. Benson. That is no way to speak to your boss, sir. Boss? You're no longer my boss. I quit. Well, that's your loss, mister, not mine. I sensed it many years ago, but I fought hard. I prayed and hoped it would be a lie. But no. It all had to come to light in the most critical moment of my life. But it's fine. You'll reap what you sow, Mr. Benson. Is that a threat now? No, it's a guarantee. You need to know where to cast your stones, Mr. Jason. I never just walked up to your wife and asked her to sleep with me. She was the one who approached me. She was the one who got you your dream job and made sure you enjoyed it to the very max. If anything, you should be grateful to her for making your life wonderful and not the other way around. I would have been better off with an honest wife who wasn't materialistic. And to think that I thought I was doing the best I could as a staff. I worked dutifully for 3 full decades of my life for you, Mr. Benson. I'm sorry, but it wasn't my fault. Julia's to blame. If I had known, I wouldn't have worked so hard. I would have relaxed and enjoyed the dividends of her labor. But I'm happy I didn't. At least my conscience is clear enough to execute my revenge against you both. Hey, calm down, Angry Bird. You will regret ever knowing me, and that's a promise. You cannot do more than a dead insect. If you'd only stop running your mouth like a leaking tap, you may still have a chance at my company, you know. I'll return for you, but it will be in a way you never knew existed. Mark my words. Get off my phone, you ungrateful imp!
Jason! I know you're in the house. Why are my things out in the yard? I've been calling and texting endlessly for ages and you've refused to pick up my calls or reply to my texts. And now you just locked me out of my own house without notice? What sorcery is this?
Well, Julia, that house is no longer ours. I've sold it to someone deserving because I cannot bear to live in it anymore. I'll be constantly reminded of your deceit and infidelity.
You cannot do that, Jason! The house is owned equally by you and I.
Well, not anymore.
How?
Remember when I asked you to help me sign some documents some weeks ago?
Yes?
All the documents needed to shove you from my life were in that pile of paper. I knew you were lazy and impatient, so you would sign it all without reading through it first.
Nothing you're saying right now makes any sense.
Fine, let me break it down for you. You signed a couple of documents handing over your half of everything we co-owned to me.
Were you planning to divorce me in the first place?
If that's what you wish to call it, then yes, I was planning to leave you. Because I began to feel you were no longer with me. You grew distant. You stopped sleeping with me. You stopped cooking for me. And you were only excited when I began to talk about work or Mr. Benson. So somewhere deep in my heart, it was clear you had something to do with him. I was not sure and I tried to push the thought away, but it was persistent. And that's when I knew I had to shield myself from getting brutally hurt by a loose woman like you.
Oh, come on, Jason. I did all of this for you. For the first 5 years of our marriage, you were miserable. You didn't have a job. You couldn't provide for me and our 2 kids at the time. I needed to help somehow.
And this is the only way you knew how? Couldn't you have at least told me that was what you were doing? We could have done it as a team. We could have usurped him and made plans with his money for our own future. And 30 years? Is that not a long time to keep such a sensitive matter from me? How did you keep it going? Would you have even told me if I did not find out?
I said I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Please take me back. We've gone a long way to break up now. Think about our kids and grandkids.
No, you think about them. If you ever for once thought about them, about me, you wouldn't have ever done it in the first place. I'm just so heartbroken right now.
Please, Jason, we can iron this out. Just tell me where you are. We're still married, remember?
No, not anymore, we're not.
What do you mean?
Our divorce papers were also in the pile you signed, as well as documents dissolving all ties between us.
Oh no!
Including our houses, cars, landed properties, and other valuable assets.
You tricked me, Jason! You tricked me!
You did this to yourself, Julia. Don't cry to anybody. They won't help you now.
Please, let's talk about this.
I knew all along that you were cheating on me somehow. I just needed proof. And now that I've gotten it, even the children will see it. They'll now know how despicable their mother was.
Please don't tell the children! We can solve this, please!
At least now I see where Anaya got her promiscuity from. There's no coming back into my life, Julia. Get out!
I don't have anybody else in this city! Where will I go?
Just get out. Go to hell for all I care.
Hi, Benson. I need us to talk. Do you have a minute?
Oh, you. What do you want?
Me? Ever since Jason found out about us, you barely call or text me anymore. You don't take my calls or texts as excitedly as you used to. You don't even ask me to come over anymore.
Why would I want to have anything to do with an overused piece of rag?
How dare you refer to me in that manner, Benson? After everything?
I have the right to refer to you in whatever manner I deem fit, woman. For so many years to this day, I have kept you alive. I've spent my hard-earned money on you for the luxury of excitement and pleasure. I can't anymore.
No, Benson, you can. I know you can. Please don't abandon me the way Jason has. He took everything. Our shared assets, our children, our home, everything.
At least he's not a dumbass like you.
Benson!
What?
Please take me back. Benson, please, you have to help me. You can't just leave me like this after everything we've been through. Jason has taken everything from me. The house, the cars, our savings. I have nothing left. I'm completely stranded.
Julia, you have to understand that things have changed. I can't go back to the way things were. Jason found out about us and it's over.
But I have nowhere to go. I can't face my children like this. I can't face the world knowing what I've done. I need your help to survive, Benson. Please, I'll do anything.
Julia, I'm sorry, but I can't do that anymore. I've moved on. There's someone else in my life now, and I can't go back to what we had. It was thrilling when we were sneaking around, but now that everything's out in the open, the excitement is gone.
How could you just abandon me like this? After all these years? After everything we shared?
Julia, I never promised you forever. We both knew what we were getting into. It was a risky game we played. I didn't even expect it to last this long, but now that it's over, I have to move on too. I can't be responsible for your actions or the consequences that come with them.
You can't just leave me like this! I sacrificed so much for you! I risked everything, and now you're telling me it was all for nothing?
Julia, I'm not wicked. I understand the situation you're in, but I can't be your solution. You need to find a way to stand on your own feet. You made choices, just like I did, and now we have to face the outcomes.
I can't believe this. I can't believe I've lost everything. My marriage, my family, my dignity. And you're just walking away.
I'm sorry, Julia, but our chapter is closed. It's time for both of us to find our own paths forward. I hope you find a way to rebuild your life, but it can't involve me anymore.
You're heartless, Benson! Just heartless!
I wish you the best, Julia. Goodbye. I heard you're the one who wants to buy up my company. I know my company is falling apart. NextCorp was once a thriving business, and now it's on the brink of collapse. I don't know how I let it come to this, but you can't just step in and swoop it all away. It's quite a downfall, isn't it, Benson? Who are you, and what do you want from me? Oh, I think you know who I am. But in the meantime, let's just say I'm someone who's interested in taking over your little establishment. NextCorp is not little. Plus, you cannot just waltz in here and take over my company. I've worked hard to build this business. Oh, I'm well aware of the hard work you've put in, Benson. But the thing is, you're no longer fit to lead this company. Your extravagant spending on your numerous side chicks and inappropriate activities have brought NextCorp to its knees. What do you want from me? Money? I can give you money. It's not about money, Benson. It's about justice and exposing your true character. I have evidence, videos and pictures of your escapades in this office, as well as the affair you had with my ex-wife, Julia. Jason? You can't show those to the public! My reputation will be ruined! Funny how you didn't care about ruining my life when you were having an affair with my wife. But don't worry, Benson. I'm not interested in public humiliation. I just want your company. Please, I'll do anything. Just don't let those videos and pictures get out. My life will be over. It's a little too late for apologies and regrets, Benson. You had your chance to make things right and you chose not to. Now you'll have to face the consequences. I can change. I can fix this mess. Just give me one other chance. You've had enough chances, Benson. You've shown your true colors and now you're reaping what you've sown. Fine, what do you want from me? I want you to step down from your position as CEO of NextCorp. You'll hand over the company to me, and you'll never be involved in its operations again. And if I refuse, then those videos and pictures will find their way to the public, and you can deal with the fallout. All right, I'll step down. Just promise me you won't release those materials. I can't promise you that, Benson. But I can promise that your secret will remain safe as long as you cooperate. You've won, Jason. You've won. It's not about winning, Benson. It's about holding you accountable for your actions. Get ready to leave your company, Benson. Your reign is over. Hi, Julia. We need to talk.
Jason? You still have my number?
Of course.
How I've missed you, Jason. I kept praying every day that you'll forgive me and reach out.
Well, I'm here now. And we have to make this quick because I have some work to catch up with.
Oh, okay. So what do you need?
I've been thinking a lot for the past 2 years, Julia. About us, about our children, and about everything that's happened.
And what have you been thinking?
I've come to realize that our relationship and our family aren't worth the destruction caused by Benson. We can fix this, Julia. I can't watch you sleep under different roofs, struggling for a place to stay.
How do you even know that?
I've been keeping an eye on you, making sure you're safe and don't get into trouble.
You've been watching over me?
Yes, and I've come to a decision. Julia, will you marry me again?
Marry you? After all that has happened?
Yes, Julia. I know it won't be easy, but we can rebuild our lives together. I've already been to the registry and picked a date. I've also contacted a minister.
Jason!
And there's more. I'm now the CEO of NextCorp and I've taken over the company.
You what? How?
Long story, but now I have the means to support us and our family. I want you to have a good life, Julia.
I can't believe all of this. It's overwhelming.
I know it is. And I want to start anew with you. I've sent some money to your account. Buy a dress, get ready for our wedding. Let's make things right this time.
Oh, Jason, this is like a dream. Yes, I'll marry you again. I'll start over with you. I promise, Jason, this time it will be different. We'll make it work. In a fortnight, the day of the wedding finally came, and with an unexpected twist. As Julia stood at the altar, dressed in her gown and waiting for Jason, he was nowhere to be found. It was then that the truth began to unfold. Jason had meticulously orchestrated this elaborate plan as revenge against Julia and Benson. He used his new position as NextCorp's CEO to manipulate Benson's downfall, revealing his indiscretions to the public. As the news of NextCorp's collapse and Benson's scandalous activities spread, it sent shockwaves through the lives of everyone involved. Julia, left at the altar, faced not only public humiliation, but also the weight of her past choices. Benson's reputation was shattered, and he found himself isolated and ruined. For Jason, the satisfaction of vengeance came at a heavy cost. His elaborate plan left a void in his heart, realizing the extent to which he had manipulated those around him. Lemuel, Jason's brother, watched from the sidelines, torn between his loyalty to his brother and his own moral compass, considering that he partnered with Jason in making all of this happen. In the end, however, the sinners didn't go unpunished, and though Jason did not entirely fancy his approach to the matter, he was totally satisfied with the outcome, and there's no debating that.